It's God's truths distorted into lies. The Course in Miracles would feed you true concepts on things like perception and how we could all be looking at the same thing but experiencing it differently. For example, that we could all be looking at the ocean and experiencing it differently because maybe one person has had a drowning experience, so they're looking at it in fear, or somebody else is looking at it with joy because they've had summers and fun experiences with the ocean. And then somebody may have no experience with the ocean at all, and everything that they know about the ocean is through books because they lived landlocked in Kansas somewhere or something like that. So basically feeding us truths on how we see things through the lens of our own perception. But then it would say things like, let go of that old rugged cross, and sin doesn't exist. So the Course in Miracles would feed you these little truths about perception, but then follow it up with big, huge lies about God and Christ that incrementally led you away from the true Gospels. The Bible even warns us about false Gospels and false prophets in scriptures like Matthew 7:15 and Galatians 1:6-9 and Romans 16:17-18 and 2 Peter 2:1-3. It's all in there. But this is how the enemy works. He lures you in with a piece of truth or pieces of truth and then slowly distorts over time. And if you don't know what God's word says, it's very easy to get lost down these roads of deception that incrementally lead you away from God. While I was reading A Course in Miracles, I also worked with a Christ consciousness couple for many, many years. Almost and very close to a decade. Now, these people weren't malicious, and they didn't have, evil intent. They were just deceived themselves. And in turn, they were deceiving others. I believe that they truly wanted to help me. But they had gone so far down the rabbit hole of deception that even entertaining the idea that the 40 years that they have spent